Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rising Star Draft Week 2!
Week 2!
That's right, and we're getting into Week 2 with a couple things we need to talk about first. First and foremost, unfortunately, we've had 2 drops from the draft. That is, Egain and Photon Debugger have unfortunately had to drop for their own reasons. So some things are going to be changed going forward in terms of the amount of matches we're doing. For example, for this week, due to the drops that happened, we're only actually going to be having 2 matches this week. We're having Shine versus Diz, the one you see on your screen right now, as well as ABC 10-24-93 versus Dwoo being the other match. So those are the only ones we have for this week, but heading into future weeks, you'll see more of the players, and we'll get more and more matches as we go on into the draft before playoffs.
What's important is that there's still going to be fights and frights and something else that rhymes. Good nights? I don't know.
Yeah. Fights, frights, good nights.
And frights.
And frights, of course. So without further ado, I say we get ourselves into game 1, shall we?
Looks like we have Tom from MySpace, a.k.a. Faker, a.k.a. Shine, versus Diz Destroyer.
Yep. And looking into this team, we're seeing a pretty similar team from both people. The only difference is we have Illumise and Octillery on Shine's team here.
Opting to switch out Shinotic, which is a shame because I like that funky little guy. And who else is it? Oh, the Simisage. Oh, no!
The bucket!
Pulling out, folks. Pulling out for the... They're not participating this week, as far as I'm aware. But on Diz's team, also pretty similar, aside from... I think it's only Executor being swapped out for Lilligant. Both prominent Pokemon within the sun. However, Executor being a little more unkillable due to the harvest ability, and Lilligant being more fast as fuck, boy, with Chlorophyll.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. I'm so sorry. One moment. It's Arboliva that was swapped out. Executor is still there. He's giving me a dirty look from the stadium. I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah, I better watch your trees outside, or both of us coming for you. Forget about me, the grassy terrain I set up. How dare you?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Well, either way, the sun is shining on these teams right now. I don't know how much. I don't know how much Shine's team is going to care about that. Obviously, Diz's team is pretty well set for the sun. With 1, 2, 3, at least 4 Mons good for it. Whereas Shine has maybe Octillery is not going to be great in the sun. Maybe Illumise might die a little faster, but like everything else is like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
sun's out.
I anticipate this Illumise is here to click one move and one move only, which is Rain Dance.
Oh, okay. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, Illumise gets access to Prankster.
Oh, shut that shit down immediately.
Exactly. It's like, nice Torkoal, kid. Just kidding, we're in the rain. So I could anticipate there being a little bit of a switch up when that happens, but yeah, only one way to find out, shall we?
We shall.
Music's off. I didn't forget this time.
You'll
All
forget
right.
Next time.
Hey. And we got Mr. Revival Blessing over here too, so you know.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
be there to bring the battle back when you forget to mute it the second time.
That's right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's proceed.
For 50% of the time, right? Yeah.
Right.
All right. So game 1. Ooh.
I love a Common Rider Drake and the cannon.
Oh.
Versus
Still no nicknames.
Torkoal and Lilligant. The Lilligant is shiny though. That's a nice little shade of pink.
That's true.
Just as you said, the prankster.
Oh!
Jesus Christ, he's down.
No time to even talk about it. What is this Lilligant doing?
Luckily, the Rain Dance at least saved that Lilligant full show.
Yeah.
Here comes Big Shofu, reprising his role.
That's right. Hopefully has a better fate than last time. No sleep powder.
Should have been Spore. Not that you can get it, but you know. As Kamen Rider Drake switches out to Big Shofu 2, the brothers are here!
Oh, double Shofu return! Oh my god.
That still did a lot. Oh my goodness.
Huge power. Hell of a drug.
Obviously anticipating to hit the Torkoal, but even still, that... Oh my god.
Yeah.
Copper Jaw's more of a physical defensive as well, correct?
It actually has the same physical and special defense. It just has a very high HP stat.
That's right. You know, I think you said the same thing to me last week. My apologies.
That's the only reason I remember. Protect coming out from the Lilligan. Trying to probably stop a Flare Blitz coming out from the Darmanitan.
As we are doubling the Copper Jaw just in case.
Yeah, get that out of here. That
Good
was a
call from Shine.
huge problem from ABC last time.
Torko's back out. Here comes the sun.
Terrifier.
Terrifier. After you. Uh-oh. Eruption.
Oh.
That's not going. Oh my god, there's so much!
Dead!
But the rock slide and the crit on Lilligan.
The clap back. Oh my god.
As it's not quite even, but at least we're 4-4 now.
Yeah.
Hopefully Illumise is coming back out. Otherwise, yeah, Illumise has to come back out, or else this Torkoal is gonna rain fucking havoc and also fire on everything.
This eruption still might kill in the rain, but
the heat wave too. Ooh, Shine really has to pray for the flinch on the Torkoal right now, or both of his mons are going down. Nope, double heat wave. Neither missed.
Yeah, and even in the rain, these double fire attacks are still doing insane amounts of damage.
Shine reduced to the Gold Dog and Yugi Moto. It's looking kind of dire right now, as the foul play does not do enough to kill the Torkoal.
It doesn't double into it. That Torkoal gets another. Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Draco.
the Draco misses. But the heat. Ooh, that crit.
Yeah, that's kind of relevant. And now this Torkoal's alive.
Going for the protect. The rain is still up. Okay, play rough does not miss. Torkoal goes down.
Okay, Moxie!
Okay, we're going to need that as the last mon.
Now, the problem is, you know, what's stopping a Revival Blessing? Or this Executor?
Luckily, at least with Torkoal down for now, Shine doesn't have to worry too much about the sun. However, with a good protect, that Executor is just going to stay alive. And that Draco Meteor hits and takes out the Gold Dog, leading only the Aggron to face the world.
Even at -1, that Draco still kills. Oh, that's not doing nearly enough damage.
No. Neither is the Heat Wave, but it's just kind of a battle of attrition as here comes the Trick Room.
Yep, and Aggron we saw went first these last time, so now he's going last. And even if he has something to kill this Turtonator, it's not looking good.
No, reduced to Heavy Slam. This looks like it's it for Shine in Game 1.
Very interesting. I guess this thing doesn't have a Rock-type move.
I thought it was... Oh, no, that was something else. I think he has double Rock Slide on the team, but maybe I'm just thinking about...
No, you're right. The Darmanitan had it. I thought I saw double Rock Slide come out, too.
Maybe he just used it twice. My mistake.
But
that's Game 1 to Diz.
Yep.
Shine did a pretty good job shutting down the sun, but after that, like, it was still kind of hard for him to keep up. Who's to say what a battle would look like with the sun out?
Right. Hopefully, we won't have to see one if you're looking from Shine's perspective here, because Trick Room, Torkoal, and the sun, is there any Pokemon that lives that? I'm not sure.
Not in this draft. Not that I can think of, at least.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's like something that quad resists, but definitely not on this team.
You know, Shine didn't go for any Terras this game, did he?
No, did not at all.
I'm not sure if that would have been able to save him, as a lot of the deaths that occurred on his team were because of just like either the double heat wave or the eruption from Torkoal just melting something, you know?
Yeah, I forgot what turn it was, but Torkoal just straight up killed 2 Pokemon, like by itself. Yeah, this turn right here, the after you, a great adaptation saying even if I'm not in Trick Room, I can still find a way to eruption real fast. And yeah, 92% to Big Shofu 2 and 100% to just Big Shofu, the brother Shofu. Not having
just
a good
really
time.
just really getting roasted for not having the Cypher out on time. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. All right, well, let's head ourselves into game 2 and see if hopefully there's an adaptation from Shine here. Better way to exploit that rain dance from Elamize. A way to stop this Torkoal from being an absolute monster.
You know, Diz has been just very prepared to just steamroll through this, regardless of the rain or not. So I'm curious to see if anything can happen from their end as well.
Yeah, because aside from switching back into Torkoal, there's absolutely no way for this rain to be gotten rid of. And so it's surprising that even in game 1, we saw in the rain good amounts of damage coming out from Draco Meteor, from the Turtonator, Psychic from the Executor. Like, it's not nothing. But let's head into game 2 and see what happens.
Let's see what kind of leads we got this time. Going for Darmanitan this time, and Diggersby. The Shofu brothers are out and about.
And they're back.
Executor and Copperjaw not opting to lead with Torkoal.
As
we're getting a Terra Water.
Oh, Flare Blitz!
That's the opposite as Copperjaw goes down. What is this Executor going to do, though, besides resist that Fire Punch?
Gotta be Trick Room, right?
Uh-oh.
And now Torkoal's here!
Here comes Torkoal.
And you can't swap into Elamize here because this is going to be an instant kill from this Torkoal.
This is a double KO.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There's nothing you can do about it. Just sack your 2 least important Pokemon.
Is Elamize the least important as it goes down to that eruption?
Oh, that's potentially really bad. What's stopping this Torkoal now?
Psychic. Oh, no. Major misplay as here comes Octillery and Mighty Anna. I'm not sure what either of them are going to be able to do as the eruption comes out and one-shots the Mighty Anna.
Yeah, the only thing you can do here as Shine is try to put some damage into this Torkoal, try and knock it down a bit so that eruption does much less damage.
Jeez.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Executor just kills it. Oh.
God, this is just the perfect example of a perfect setup in doubles that just snowballs and leads to the end.
Look at this right here. The double GGs.
Early GG from both players. Wow,
that's
just goes down.
Wow. I'm
Reggie.
I'm kind of speechless. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I don't want to date this video in case we pick something else, but at the very least, Torkoal's looking like a strong contender for the thumbnail because, yeesh.
Oh my god.
That was horrifying. I don't know how I would have gotten out of that.
I do want to point out on Diz's team, this might have looked like I just set up Trick Room, I just sweep a Torkoal. The Terra Water on this Executor is very smart because at the start this was Diggersby and Darmanitan, both with fire super effective moves. That way, you know, if I just double click into this Executor before it gets to get off Trick Room with a fire type move, I don't get Trick Room off. So that Terra Water, very smart. But yeah, sometimes you just click the good moves. Wow.
I wonder how Diz's next opponent's going to deal with that because I don't even know if Diz needs to switch it up that much. This is really solid team.
Yep. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This team is, in my opinion, the most threatening in the draft. And I'm excited to see somebody see these last 2 games. If this is how Diz is going to play, how do I build my team specifically to counter this? To counter this Torkoal? To counter this Revival Blessing? Counter this Trick Room? What do you do against this? Because... I don't know, switching in the Elamize on the eruption that was going to come in, maybe not the play. Maybe you need to sack something else to have Elamize come in the following turn and get that Prankster Rain off. I'm not sure.
That definitely would have been better, but even then, you're still losing 2 Mons. There's not a lot you could have done there.
Yep. Just
maybe a Terra could have saved you a hit, but like, still.
Yeah. Didn't even really get the chance to Terra, if I'm going to be honest.
freight train.
Yeah.
Well, I did say we were gonna get frights, and I'm still a little shook right now.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next game. Who do we have? Who do we have as our second match this week? I believe we only have 2 matches, correct?
Correct. Yeah, our second and final match of the week is going to be Daewoo versus ABC 1024-93.
As both, it seems, who is it that has buys this week? Guardian and Derpologist has a buy this week. Right, so we have Daewoo and ABC.
Oh, oops. I accidentally switched over to our week 1 of the Rising Star Draft that you guys should definitely like and subscribe.
Oh, Zach, how clumsy of you.
That's so terrible of me. I guess we'll just get into game 1 here.
As Burgle, as Daewoo, aka Burgle's fucking avatar is just recreating that moment. Oops, how clumsy of me.
Oops. Yeah, we got set number 2 here. Burgle, otherwise known as Daewoo, versus ABC. Last week, we saw ABC, who I thought was going to make history, be in one of the shorter matches of the draft, but I have been proven wrong.
Yes, this is the player with the Sigalith that I had a lot of high hopes for.
Yeah, and speaking of the Sigilith, this team is actually very similar to what we saw last week. Once again, not seeing a lot of switching up from either side, really.
I'd actually like to correct you and say that they are exactly the same unless there's some sort of move set, EV, or item differences.
Wow, so 6 for 6 Pokemon on both sides.
But yeah, Daewoo as well. I'm like double, triple checking. I'm like, yeah, there's Claydol, there's Magcargo, huh?
Yeah. So
I mean, if we've learned anything from the draft 1 from our good player Isaac, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Flare Blitz.
That's true. Flare Blitz, Plasma Fist. What else do you have to say? Like,
I mean, if it works, it works.
That's true. That's true. Now, from Burgle's side here, this Palisand was a threat when it was up against Guardian.
Yeah, I remember that now.
That Terra Ghost, Shore Up, Scorching Sands, Hex combo swept through Avalugg. It took out the Luminion. Aside from when it was stalled out in Game 2, how, from seeing Week 1, how does ABC adapt to that? How am I going to beat this Palisand? Because still no
Maybe
ice
reverse
types.
setup? Oh, shoot, you're right. What does he have to deal with Palisand then? Maybe Dreadnought could have Ice Fang or something?
That is true. And this thing's a ghost type, so things like Boom Burst and Explosion that we saw last week, and Hitmonlee's Fake Out / Close Combat. What are you doing against this Palisand if it tears Ghost? Or even if it doesn't?
Oh boy, hopefully we don't see a murder here.
Well, let's go ahead and find out. Let's head into game number 1.
All right, good luck, have fun from Daewoo. Dead silence from ABC.
You'll love to see it. Bernie Sanders!
Stone Cold Steel Ox! Oh my god! Nah. All right, ABC, go swinging for the fucking fences on these first 2 nicknames.
These
Jesus Christ.
Bangers! Hello?
Daewoo's still good. However, I must admit they are the same from last time. So I don't mean to devalue them, but these are new names that we're seeing, and I'm like, whoa, Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders is so funny.
Oh shit, let me actually look at the game now. We have Steelix to start and Noivern, so maybe we'll see an Explosion Boom Burst. However, I don't know how much damage that's going to do against a defensive rock type and the dude that reflects. I mean a Claydol, who I believe is actually he might be especially defensive. I don't remember exactly.
It's very bulky. It's definitely a especially defensive Pokemon. Now, notably with this, Frisk.
Oh, instead of
Infiltrator
or Telepathy.
Or Telepathy, which Telepathy is the big one.
Yeah. Because that would protect him against the explosion, so maybe he's not going for that strat this time.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Okay, we've got the Sandstream. Still no good luck, have fun from ABC. Really not feeling it this time as he misses the Hurricane due to the karma of it all.
Yep.
Hits the Ironhead. Going for the Earthquake. Oh, wow, that did nothing.
Yeah, this is a physical wall, this Onyx, or Steelix.
At the very least, having the right idea with a Levitate Mon on the other side so he's not hitting himself. But realizing his mistakes, Dewu switches out to Double Aid the Swords in Love, which tanks that Ironhead. It doesn't care about flinching.
Yeah, not at all. Ooh,
another missed Hurricane.
Now, if this Hurricane... Yeah, if it went over to this Doublade, different story.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because of no guard, you're right. I wonder if ABC will be able to recognize that and probably go for it. So here comes Camelot, the threat. I just realized the little shovel on his head is spinning. That's funny.
Oh, I always thought that was a flag. Rockslide really didn't do that much of that Sigilif.
Mm-hmm. Going for the EQ again. Decent damage all around. I mean, that's chip, you know?
It is. This Eviolite putting in mad work for this Doublade.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Scorchy Sit has a lot. And the Toxic on the Sigilif. Wait.
Toxic, very interesting.
What ability is it running? Oh, it's probably running Tinted Lenses then. This
Trick
goes for the trick.
Gave the Sigilif a leftovers in exchange for choice specs.
No. Wait, what?
Yeah.
No. Sigilif traded with Camelot. Okay,
okay. I was so confused. Yeah.
No, he doesn't want the choice specs. He wants shore up motherfucker to get the choice specs. Very smart play on ABC's side. As we're going back to Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Spreading the Toxic around. You know,
that's
that
right.
kind of player. Going for the Hex. Still does a lot, regardless, in the Waterfall. Ooh, buddy.
Water compaction.
You must not have watched the Week 1 replays now on Drizzlefrog's YouTube channel.
Oh, true. Better go like and subscribe so that way you never miss a video.
Hit that motherfucking bell, and you'll never get short. You'll never get short up again. As we're dropping a Draco, half the health of that motherfucker.
That's a great switch, actually, because that Draco definitely would have killed that Palisand.
Mm-hmm. We get that 8-tailed beast. And back out to the Dreadnought. A lot of swaps this game.
Yeah.
Goodness, it's hard to keep up.
Heatwave.
Takes up the Doublade.
I'm actually.
It's so close.
Oh, just barely.
Dang.
All right, now, but unfortunately, this Gigalith probably goes slower than this Taurus.
And I'm Tauros. Go back to the Stone Cold. Hit me, baby.
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
For the protect on nothing as ABC went for the double switch this turn. Rock's like, that crit actually did damage.
Wow.
Not a lot, but like, damn, without that.
And now I assume this is a Palisand switch because maybe an SD or close combat coming out.
No, Dewu going for the smarter option, going for protect and a switch instead. Trying to get some sort of mileage and make sure nothing gets hurt as bad.
Yeah, breeds a. Ooh, see ya.
Oh no, that's the bottom line, brother. You just killed your own guy.
That's getting shades of week 1 here.
Unfortunate.
Probably thought
its name was Hit Me Baby, so
true. Probably thought that it was worth sacking the Hitmonlee to kill the Taurus here, so that way there's no more Intimidate drops. But that protect completely put a hole in that plan.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Was there an Intimidate drop, or did I miss a switch?
It happened last turn, did it not? Yeah, Intimidate happened.
My bad. Okay,
yeah.
that was one ABC double switch. My mistake.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on as the rock slide. Sigil dodges the rock slide. Very lucky. Goes to the air slash. Not a lot of damage on that side, though. So here comes the reflect back up. Ironhead takes out Harabaki.
That's right.
Arahabaki. Sigil is actually getting some pretty good mileage out of those leftovers. Unfortunately toxic, but, you know, you do what you can.
That's right, yeah. Expanding force into the Taurus.
The Taurus does not want to die, but this EQ.
That's got Shukaberry.
Oh, right, Shukaberry. Oh, wow. Really tanked that hit. The heat wave.
Another miss.
Oof. Damn, this Siglif is just like dodging everything.
Yeah.
If it wasn't toxic, I might still just continue standing. What the heck? Why did it get hit twice? Oh, the sandstorm.
Yeah. Dreadnought comes out. Probably trying to read another heat wave. So we're protecting Rock Slide.
Pray no flinch. So we're going for the EQ.
Take that!
There's your own guy again.
Oh, the Steelix has taken no prisoners.
Buddy.
Has the Steelix killed an opposing Pokemon yet?
I mean, he's killed 2 of his friends.
Yeah, but I don't think he's killed anything on Deewoo's team here.
I hope he doesn't do it again. There's a Ninetales on this field.
Yo, watch out! Watch out!
Oh, the overheat does so much damage.
Wow, that's actually more than I thought it was going to.
The rock slide, opting not to kill his friend this time. As Deewoo is reduced to the last 2 of his Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, the Sigilif is still toxic in the back, so this isn't out of the woods.
Yeah, but that Palisand is a choice spec. Remember that? Or was it Scarfed? I don't remember. It's going for its Terraghost, though. Probably going to hex the right side of the screen and just try to do something with it. All right, luckily Stone Cold is not killing his friend this time, but he is dying to the hex. Oh, my goodness.
Yep. Now, is Ninetales fast enough to kill this Camelot?
That's the problem, isn't it? Heat wave.
Yes, it is!
Yes, he is! All right. And the Expanding Force does a lot of damage.
Power
Goes
Gem.
opts for the Power Gem. Oh, uh-oh.
But it doesn't matter.
This Magcargo has Protect, though.
That's
We're
true.
toxic.
But leftovers.
I don't know. I can't. I'm not a math guy here. I don't know how much damage the toxic. Actually, if he goes for the double.
If he goes for double protect and it works.
Flying.
Oh, it misses. Oh, that's gonna be it. No, if that protect worked, that game was Deewoo's.
That was a good match.
A 1 in 4 chance to win the game from that position. That's crazy.
Man, tricking that Palisand really did a lot for ABC this match.
Yeah, that was actually a really smart one.
I'm wondering how Deewoo is going to adapt to this match. Hopefully ABC adapts by not killing 2 of his teammates in one hit with an Earthquake.
Hey, I mean, he won the match.
He did win the match. I'm not putting him down, but it wouldn't have been close if you know what I'm saying?
Especially since those Earthquakes, if I'm correct, I don't think they did much to the opposing team. Like,
I think a Magcargo was on screen one time, so maybe...
Shukaberry proc, yeah.
Oh, right, the Shukaberry. Does Magcargo take super effective from a Rock Slide? I don't think so, right? Because he's Fire Rock.
I don't believe Rock resists Rock.
It's still 2 times. Wow, that's it.
Yeah.
That is a Pokemon.
Magcargo is certainly one of the Pokemon of all time.
Yeah.
But let's see in game 2 here what the switch is here. Are we still going to get this choice spec trick? Because now that that strategy is out there, maybe switching in this Palisand to something that isn't as important should be a priority for that slot.
Hopefully Deewoo takes this in mind in this next game, or else things might go bad for them again.
True. Let's see how it goes. We're going to see a similar start here.
Comes this Gigalith again, and the Tauros. Different start.
Yep, no Reflect.
Hit me, baby,
one more time. Yeah!
Oh, come on, man. These names are fire! And I'm Tauros.
Okay. Ooh, great
Just
protect.
CC. Expanding. Oh, doubles the Tauros slot. Okay.
That makes that a free switch into that double aid. It's now Reflect time.
And it's Sun time. Opts to protect the Doublade this time, as we're going for the close combat on him. Not a lot of damage, and for a lot of downsides there. I have a feeling, yep, Hitmonlee's gonna get out of here. Nah, bruh. 8 tails.
Yeah, nah, bruh. Oh, 2 switches. Heat Wave in the
switches.
sun. Nope, this thing's too
Misses the
tanky.
Magcargo, but that wouldn't have done anything anyways, as the Reflect goes up.
Okay, now Protect coming out. Probably trying to read a Waterfall going into this Magcargo slot.
Oof. Takes out the Claydol, though, as the Waterfall hits a brick wall.
Now that's a high roll, or one of these was a low roll. Deewoo was probably expecting this Claydol to live this turn, because it only did 39 last time.
Yeah.
And now doing 41. Okay, the Palisand comes out. Read the waterfall onto the Mad Cargo.
Let's see if ABC will waterfall this one again. I wonder if the Frisk is to set up for Sigalith to trick later on in the match. Goes for the Terra Water. Waterfalls that doesn't do enough damage as he's about to water compact and get ×2 defense.
Yep.
Scorching Sand and Noivern Slot. Great switch on ABC's spot.
Yep. To not kill your own Pokemon. Respect. Terra Ghost.
Right. Here comes Sigalith out with a burglar's mask and a gun.
Whew.
They're just tanking these rock slides. And that Hex.
Okay,
Wow.
the Hex. Wow, lives them both. I think I underestimated their tankiness, or I overestimated their power.
Putting the sun back out and protecting against Trick. I think it works that way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, the
flinched
flinch.
Anyways.
So it might not
This could be a
mattered.
problem because Tauros is definitely faster now.
Yeah,
Opting to switch out to Hitmonlee.
my guess. Ooh, yeah, Heat Wave in the sun.
The burn.
Burn is gonna
That
negate
certainly
those
helps.
lefties. Okay. Well, now remember we're still not choice spec, so shore up is still an option.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Stone Cold. Shadow Sneak takes out Ninetales, but the sun is out.
That's right, but we don't have to worry about Heat Wave thanks to that Doublade.
That's true. It's definitely what would have taken out the Doublade too. Here comes the Terra Water Boy.
That's right.
So Rock Slide. Probably prying for a flinch right now because that doesn't do any damage. That or prying not to EQ his friend.
Yeah. And double rock slide.
Scorches
Oh, and the burn!
And the burn! Oh no!
Toxic into the Dreadnought.
No
Wait a
flinches
minute.
from both rock slides hitting.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually. And now we know Hex is on this Palisand. Just not doing nearly enough damage.
Still praying for a flinch, it seems, as we're going for Iron Head and Aqua. Wow, that didn't kill. I mean, the
We'll
Toxic's
die.
gonna kill, but still.
Yeah, it dies to the Toxic.
But in my book, that's just a free switch. You know what I'm saying?
True.
All right, Vernie Sanders has to be able to do something as we're fighting two ghost types right now, so we're not getting a boom burst out. Oh, the Shadow Sneak.
Yep, and I assume... Oh, Rock Slide. I thought this was going to be an EQ.
Right. This is looking kind of tough for ABC now.
Yep, and I mean, once again, look how long this Palisand has just been doing work, even burned.
Oh, man, that Shadow Sneak. Not much to do about that. Because it looks like Steelix can't really do much aside from EQ to kill something.
Yep, and even that wouldn't do a lot thanks to Eviolite on this Doughblade.
All right, here comes Hitmonlee. Let me solo her. 1v4. HJ.
HJ.
No.
Yeah, this is probably a get me out of this game. Let's go to game 3.
Damn. I will say, that's funnier than hitting forfeit.
That is true. Yeah, but it does reveal that there is an HJK high jump kick on the Hitmonlee, which is an interesting move to put on.
Because he gets close combat. It even has it.
And you don't necessarily want to do it into the Doughblade slot because it's a ghost type, so no guard doesn't matter against that. So,
Maybe he was testing to see if no guard actually worked against ghost types. I'm not sure.
Yeah, not sure either, but high jump kick is very dangerous, especially in doubles where protects can happen, switch into ghosts can happen, all those things just take 50% for no reason. But wow, game 2, that seemed much more dominant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It wasn't just down to the last 2 mons. It is a 4-0 victory for Diwu this time. Tying us up 1-1 for them, correct?
Yeah, it's 1-1, which means we have a game 3!
Game 3 to end off week 2.
You know, in watching this match, seeing the Shadow Sneak from this Doughblade, I was getting shades of Marshadow from the last draft.
Oh.
Just against K-Web's team where it just said, okay, all your Pokemon are weak, I'm just going to click Shadow Sneak over and over and over again.
Oh god, the sweep, I'm remembering. Why
Flashbacks.
do we allow Marshadow? There's a lot of mons last draft that we should not have allowed, but... you know...
Yep.
the dice roll, I guess.
Hashtag ban Melmetal and Marshadow. But here we have Game 3, the final match of the set, as well as the final match that we have for you today. Hopefully this is going to be a banger.
As we're now going to be watching from ABC's perspective against Daewoo. This is the Game 3. This will be our last battle of the week. Let's see how both of our players have adapted to these games and see how it turns out.
Indeed. Okay, Ninetales.
Leading off with the Sunsetter and the Kick Boy.
Okay, Reflect, Intimidate. Just reflect the Pokemon here, really.
Heatwave does a lot.
Raging Bolt to the Ninetales.
Raging Bolt also does quite a bit. But goes for the SD.
Oh, boy.
Getting kind of cocky against a team with 2 Ghost-type Pokemon, but...
Yeah, especially since this thing's move is Swords Dance, CC, High Jump Kick.
Yeah. Heatwave does a lot to the Claydol still, though. HJK hits!
Runs into it! I'm not scared!
Daewoo, if he's smart, is probably going to go out to... No, goes back out to Tauros to get the... Yep, never mind. Trying to get the Intimidate on the Hitmonlee.
And now you can probably swap into or go for Protect. Oh, nice.
That's going to... Wow, that's just half? Jeez.
Yeah, hit you for half.
It is rough.
I thought it did 50%, not 49, but... Interesting.
All right, and you no longer have Hitmonlee. It has been burned.
Yeah, this Pokemon does nothing.
Goes for the CC, and true to my word, that didn't do anything.
Yeah. And notably, that is
But
to
this Rock Slide,
Reflect.
though, wow. That Reflect is doing work, because that Rock Slide should have killed.
Yeah,
The flinch, though, is just as important.
True. That means they can't get off maybe a Will-O-Wisp on the Dreadnought. CC into the Protect. And this Hitmonlee is doing a whole lot of nothing right now.
And the Rock Slide is enough to kill the Magcargo as it goes down.
Daewoo's now down to 4 Pokemon. I feel like throughout the course of this, I've been thinking Daewoo's sort of on the positive, but Pokemon-wise, he's down too.
Yeah. I've been focusing a lot on Hitmonlee and how it's kind of crippled right now, but honestly, all the other Pokemon on the other side of the field are really putting in work, like those Ninetales Heatwaves just killing things. There's the CC, though.
Yeah.
Chip is chip.
His Dreadnought's just not being checked right now. We'll have to see where this Gigalith is going, but...
It's not going anywhere. Just flinch, buddy.
But realistically...
The Sandstorm and the burn.
Unless we get into this Palisand here, this Dreadnought is just able to do whatever.
Daewoo finally taking out the Hitmonlee, freeing up ABC a second slot to possibly deal horrifying damage with.
Yep. Including to his own Pokemon if he chooses. Draw out.
Each their own.
This Heatwave's going to do a lot of damage here.
Oh, yeah, the protecting the Tauros, but the Rock Slide Heatwave is enough chip to take out Gigalith, even through the Reflect.
Yeah, that's just the power of spread moves, right?
Speaking of, Reflect is gone, as we're going out to Palisand. Daewoo is really up against the wall now, activating the Terra Ghost. There goes Tauros, though.
I assume... Oh, crit!
Crit on the waterfall. If Daewoo was smart, he probably should have... No,
another flinch! I forget, a waterfall can flinch!
Oh, Lord. RNGesus is doing work right now for ABC.
And Ninetales goes faster and can just Heatwave.
Oh, no. Daewoo is down to the last 2 Mons, as we get an ooh from Daewoo in the chat.
Yeah, that's a lot of flinches he's had this game. If his Doublade lives...
does not kill, which means here comes the Heat Wave, and Doublade is down. Eviolite be damned.
Yeah, even through the Eviolite, that sun boosted. And now, how much did this Heat Wave do? Enough.
Oof. As
Damn.
ABC takes down Burgle on a very dominant match.
Yeah, I think he got lucky with a few flinches, but I almost want to say there was maybe too much priority given to that Hitmonlee and what it's capable of. And maybe just let that stay on the field. Make him get a switch in. Or perhaps Daewoo was focusing so much into that slot because he was expecting ABC to swap out.
And probably to get free damage.
Yeah, but ABC said, no, I'm going to ride or die with this Hitmonlee. Hit me one more time.
Maybe ABC was cooking last game when he high jump kicked into the ghost type to die. Debu really saw that and was like, oh no, I don't want that to be me. I don't want to get hit with an HJK.
Yeah.
Fear tactics. That must be what happened.
Exactly, yeah. Obviously, game 1 really came down to a 1 in 4 chance. There were a lot of situations that led up to it, but at the end of the day, it was a very, very close match. Game 2 looked super dominant for Dewu, and Game 3 looked super dominant for ABC.
One can say if the coin flipped a little differently on Game 1, maybe Dewu would have taken it, but hey, that's Pokemon sometimes. You gotta make your mistakes and then sometimes pray a little bit.
Yeah, this match we didn't even see Noivern at all.
Or
Steelix. Just these 4 Pokemon were enough to take down the entire team of Dewu. Or did we see Sigilif?
Either.
Oh my goodness. 3
Pokemon! Whew. Like I said, very dominant showing.
That's insane. All credit to ABC here. I think whether or not it was a read of you're going to try and put a lot of damage into my Hitmonlee here, so I'm just okay with them dying, or just ride or dying with it anyway, it was just enough.
Perfectly adapted his play style to handle everything that Burgle could do. No reflex was getting in the way. No Palossand was going to get in the way. No Sandstorm, etc., etc.
Yeah. We saw this 9-tails here, or 8-tails, my bad. Tail must have gotten chopped off somewhere, I'm not sure. That Heat Wave was incredible in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Burgle really had anything to deal with that. Most of the Mons either don't handle it very well, or maybe Mag Cargo could tank a couple, but I don't know. Even the ones that resist it are more physically defensive that I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you said, Mag Cargo. We saw how much it did to the Doughblade. I know it's super effective, but even through Eviolite in the sun, which 9-tails sets up immediately, it just did a ton of damage. And, we saw ABC go up against Diz last time, who was also running a Sun team, but also with Trick Room. And maybe this now speaks to 9-tails being a threat in this draft now that we've seen it here put in so much work in week 2.
Weather in general is just really strong, and they are running wild this draft.
True.
Actually, real quick, which players are running weather? Hold on, I have the graphic somewhere of all of the Mons that everyone has. Where is it?
Well, if you're speaking about all the weather, because we have nobody who by default sets up the rain. They were all banned.
Correct. I remember that. All right, here's the list.
In terms of sun, it's just Diz and ABC with Torkoal and 9-tails.
Let's see. Shine doesn't have any weather setters. Guardian... No, none there either. Debu has Sandstorm.
Derbologist has Hippowdon.
Sand as well. Okay, so it's rain and sand.
As well as Aurorus that can set up snow.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it learns snow. It has snow warning as an ability.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Do people run that? I feel like its other ability is way better.
Yeah, it's like Refrigerate, I think is its other ability.
Yeah, which I believe is like Pixelate but with ice moves. So you could just get an ice hyper beam. Why would you run that?
Because I need to set up the snow. You don't understand.
Oh, but snow is so good, right? I gotta get that defense boost.
It's so important.
For my ice type. Anyways, enough fucking around. That's week 2. Awful short, but we're through some complications. It's gonna be a little short for a while, but you know, like I said, we're still getting fights. We're still getting frights. Why do I keep saying that? There's nothing.
It's bars.
It's April.
That's what it is.
I guess it's scary. But speaking of, let's look at our week 3 battles, because this week we had Dwoo versus ABC and Diz versus Shine, with both Guardian and Derpologist having a bye. But next week, it's Diz versus Guardian and Derpologist versus ABC, with Dwoo and Shine having a bye. So 2 out, 2 in. And anything you think we can expect for next week's battles?
Well, one thing I sort of want to talk about with this next week coming up, which is Diz versus Guardian, and you said Derpologist versus ABC.
Correct.
Is because Guardian and Derpologist had a week off, right? They get a chance to look at all the matches that are happening, maybe get a little bit more information as to what these trainers are going to be bringing to these battles. It also gives more time for them to prepare for this upcoming week.
They're plotting, they're scheming, they're watching the Pokemon Showdown Rising Star Draft Week 1 on Drizzlefrog's YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe.
That's right! Ring that fucking bell! Not only that, but Guardian, being one of the more defensive builders of this draft, is going up against Diz, who we've seen both week 1 and week 2 be insanely aggressive.
Living up to destroy your name.
That's right. So I need to see that defensive play versus the offensive play. I'm very excited for that. And ABC's coming back. We're seeing week 2. He's now 1-1. Derpologist winning his last one versus Shine. You know, let's see if he can keep up that perfect record going into week number 3. And of course, Dwoo and Shine, I hope you guys enjoy your week off, even though when this video goes live, it'll be the end of the week. So I hope you enjoyed your week off.
Let's not worry about time too much. That's confusing.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed week 2. Once again, sorry it's short, but it will be for this week and the next upcoming 2 weeks. Week 5, we will be back with 3 matches per week, where all 6 of your players will get to battle, and we will get to commentate all of them, which will be very exciting. And after week 6, we will move to playoffs, which, you know, we're still a little bit away. We're only 33% of the way through. 4 more weeks, but I'd start looking at your chances for playoffs. Look at the players who you think are the most terrifying. Read into what they're doing. Practice. I'm looking at most of you guys right now. Practice.
At everyone in general, and ask for practice games.
That's right. We got Andre in the chat who's willing to practice. I've got a couple teams that I've built up if you want to at me. I know Guardian is constantly looking for practice with his things. Look at other people, you know, just practice. Get some practice in. If you got
Pedro
no friends...
might not be yapping right now, but he is there to help you practice.
That's right. Practice against yourself if you have no friends. I don't care. Do it.
Play wall ball. I don't know. Lift some weights. Go outside. I mean, play Pokemon.
Yo, I just saw fucking Dwoo's.
What? Did he post something?
Yeah, in general.
Future Zach, edit that in.
That's so funny.
Oh man. But that, I'd say that wraps up week 2.
Yep.
Any closing thoughts, Zach?
Yeah. One thought. You guys should absolutely check out week 1 of the Pokemon Showdown Rising Star Draft by Drizzlefrog. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell.
Like, if you're here before you're there, this algorithm is ultra fucked.
Yeah.
And you watch this whole video to get to this point, like, I don't know, man. Go back in time a little bit, get some context. We might explain like something, or maybe you'll see a Torkoal die or something. That's cool. Trust me.
It's true. Watching Torkoal die is my favorite pastime.
VG players agree in the comments.
Yeah. And of course, shout out to Drizzlefrog and TMC for the thumbnail for this week and last week. It is fire.
Thank you.
And yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to week 3. We'll be back again next Sunday. Yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your week.
Mm-hmm.
Do the nice little sign off. I've been working on this. All right.
Oh, you've been working on it. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.